Hello, Crossroads. It's been a few weeks since I've been able to do a video devotion, so this is my first one back. It's good to be with you. We're going through parables, and I chose the parable of the 99 lost sheep. And specifically, I want to focus on a song that was kind of written around that idea. So I'm going to play it for you for a couple seconds, and let's see what you think on it. This is probably the number one requested song I've had in the last 2 years. So let's take a listen.
So kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming,
It's catchy.
never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't.
And that whole word "reckless" has become the most made this song the most controversial song of the last couple of years. Probably why it's so popular at the same time. It's catchy. It's got a lot going for it. It really does speak to one's heart. And when I heard the song, I thought maybe that's a candidate for Sunday morning, but I wasn't sure about that word "reckless." And then I read the author Cory Asbury's response to when people asked him why he chose to use the word "reckless." And he says, when I use the phrase, the reckless love of God, I'm not saying that God himself is reckless. I am, however, saying that the way he loves is in many regards quite so. His love bankrupted heaven for you. His love doesn't consider himself first. His love isn't selfish or self-serving. He doesn't wonder what he'll gain or lose by putting himself out there. He simply gives himself away on the off chance that one of us might look back at him and offer ourselves in return. The recklessness of his love is seen most clearly in this. It gets him hurt over and over. Make no mistake, our sin pains his heart. Yet he opens up and allows us in every time. His love saw you when you hated him, when all logic said they'll reject me. He said, I don't care if it kills me, I'm laying my heart on the line. And as I kind of meditated over whether or not I agreed with what he was saying here, I was like, you know what, I think it is, but I did it on a couple Sundays after the song first came out, and the problem I had with the song is I always felt like I needed to put that disclaimer on it before I sang it. Because from my vantage point, I'm looking at many, many Christians that are at various phases of their life and their walk with Jesus. And some of you have read the Bible through many times to know that there's nothing reckless about God. But others of you maybe haven't read the Bible through at any point in time in your life. And so something like that would maybe lead you to believe that God is reckless in some way, shape, or form. You know, I have a responsibility as the music leader here to make sure that good theology is always included in what we do on a Sunday morning, and I have to take the whole into consideration. And so even though some of you might be able to look through that and get the full meaning and understanding of it, others may not as well. And really that responsibility lands on me when we're doing corporate worship together. And it's why I stopped doing the song, is because I can't really give a 3-minute disclaimer to the song every time we decide to do it, because we have new people coming into our congregation every single Sunday. But I do like the imagery there. It does, for all intents and purposes, seem reckless when Jesus would leave the 99 just to go find the one. And this is what the actual scripture reference is from. It's Matthew 18:12 through 14. What do you think? If a man owns 100 sheep and one of them wanders away, will he not leave the 99 on the hill and go to look for the one that wandered off? And if he finds it, I truly tell you, he is happier about that one sheep than about the 99 that did not wander off. In the same way, your Father in heaven is not willing that any of these little ones should perish. Now, for a shepherd, there was great risk in leaving the 99 to go find the one. I don't know if you can draw that parallel between God, because he keeps every single one of them that he chooses. So that is the reason that I have chosen not to do Reckless Love. For those of you who love that song, I'm not trying to dissuade you from listening to it or say it's bad theology. I'm just appreciative of the fact that you actually have a full, deeper understanding of what is actually being said there, because there's nothing reckless about God. There's absolutely nothing reckless about God. The imagery does set up something that would appear to be reckless to us, but make no mistake, God is not reckless. He is in absolute control. And I don't know about you, but when I actually sat down and thought about that, it just gave me that much more comfort to know that God is got everything in his hands, especially with something like what I just went through. You know, for the first time in my life, I actually kind of faced death in the eyes, and I leaned into worship really hard. I leaned into the word really hard, listened to a lot of sermons, and they were the only things that helped me keep my sanity, because I knew at the end of the day he was in control. And I am so thankful that he is not reckless. So guys, I hope you found this kind of encouraging. Again, I'm not condemning the song. I'm just saying, because of the theology of it, I can't play it for every single individual in the room without putting a disclaimer at the front. So that's kind of where we're at with that. I'm so happy to be back with you guys, and I look forward to seeing you soon.